Bonjour everyone and welcome to the French Grand Prix. You know, they say that France is the country of love and, well, oh wait, Valentine's Day was last weekend. Never mind, but welcome back to Vettel Career. In the previous race it was a bit of a frustrating race for Vettel. He finished down in the midfield, which well, I guess you kind of expect, but after the Canada result I guess he wanted a bit better. But he's still in 9th place in the championship then with 12 points. And yeah, we're heading back now into this second stint in Europe then, which actually takes us to pretty near the end of the season, and we're going to hop straight into Q1 then for the French Grand Prix at Magny-Cours. And here in Q1 then, just coming out these final few corners, and Vettel across the line, and he sets 1:16 dead, which is better than the time set by Clean. So yeah, he actually got through him 14th place with that first time he did there, and his teammate Speed there knocked out in 18th, as was Clean in the Red Bull. So yeah, it's a good start to the weekend then for Vettel. Into Q2 now then, and yeah, through these final corners once again, sliding about quite a bit there, and over the curb. Wow, he's well off the ground there. I think all four wheels had parted company with the ground there, definitely. And yeah, it wasn't as great a time, that one, only a 16.6, and you can see Master there improved on that time. Across the line, Vettel even across the line, he was just slower than Vettel there, and then Barrichello went a little bit faster, so Vettel down in 3rd. Unfortunately, he couldn't improve on that time though, and he ended up 15th on the grid. But a few big name dropouts there in that session, including Fernando Alonso, the championship leader, as well as Felipe Massa, and Vettel's old rival from the start of the season, Rosberg, is just behind him in 16th place. So I'm going to go to the grid now then. Michael Schumacher on pole, which is exactly what he needed to do with Fernando Alonso struggling this weekend. Montoya 2nd, Fisichella the 1st, Renault in 3rd. Their home race, of course, with Button there in 4th. The two Toyotas there, a solid qualifying for them on row 3, with Raikkonen and Barrichello rounding up the point scorers for now, with Coulthard and Webber there not setting a time in Q3 for some reason. There's Alonso, a lot of work for him to do today from 11th place, with Massa there in 13th, another lacklustre qualifying. Vettel there in 15th, and looking further down, there's not really made changes to what we normally see, except for either there out qualifying Sato, so that's a bit of a surprise there, as we're now going to go to their grid. And here we are, nice blue skies. It doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of rain effect in this one, as the lights are coming on. And away they go then in France, and it looks like it's been a decent start from Vettel. He's actually got a few places here as they head towards turn 1. This is pretty much flat out, this first corner. Maybe not so much when they're all bunched up on the start, but Vettel's had a very good start there. He's up to 12th place. He's already behind the Renault Fernando Alonso then. He's run a bit wide though in Estoril, and yeah, down this first straight then towards Adelaide. Of course, a lot of these corners are named after different circuits, which is quite a unique quality about this track. But as they head down into this hairpin then, and it all bunches up, but it looks like everyone's got away without too many incident. And in fact, Vettel actually having a look at Coulthard there, who lost quite a few places there just in that one corner, I think. And yeah, Vettel passed him into 11th place then, as Barrichello and Alonso start dueling in front of him, and Alonso's going at the inside of Barrichello as Vettel runs very wide there, but he manages to keep it together, and Alonso's thrown Barrichello off the head. So yeah, Vettel then up to 11th then on the start. It's a good first lap for him, gaining a lot of places once again. We're skipping to the second lap now then, and Barrichello running quite wide there, and Estoril, and Vettel's gonna get alongside him here. It looks like he's already through as they head towards Adelaide now. I think Alonso's a bit too far up the road. He's already looking at Webber for a points position, so Alonso already right on the charge here today, as is well, Vettel I guess behind him. But Alonso couldn't quite pull off the move there, and he's lost a bit of ground, and Vettel's gonna just outpower him down that straight towards the Nürburgring chicane, I believe this is, and Vettel's through then. And you may even look at Mark Webber here then. He's looking to the outsider into his left-hander. Oh, but there's been contact, and he's been spun out by Alonso it seems, and it's all bunching up now then as Vettel sideways across the track, but he's managed to recover in 12th place. That's not too bad, but we're going to look at that incident again now. Vettel, you can see, just looking to the inside, outside the Williams even, but he didn't realise that Alonso was charging up the inside, and he just turned in, I guess, really not expecting the Renault to be there. And yeah, we see from the rear view of the Toro Rosso now, and you see Alonso, yeah, he was very committed to that move, and Vettel just realised it too late, and yeah, it resulted in the Toro Rosso spinning, and Alonso lost quite a bit of ground there in fact. As we're going to see now from Alonso's point of view, yeah, you can see he went for that very early on, and just suddenly have a face full of Toro Rosso then, as Vettel obviously didn't see him coming. But yeah, Vettel lost a bit of ground then, he's down to 12th place then, which is still higher than where he qualified, but obviously that everyone bunching up just cost that whole group a load of time. But Vettel's back through then on Barrichello as they head down towards Lise, and there's actually been another little bit of contact there I think as Barrichello clipped him from behind, but nonetheless Vettel is up into 11th place again now. He's looking at Nico Rosberg, who's gained quite a lot so far in this race, and considering he started 16th, I guess that incident may have helped him out a bit. But Vettel has spun it, or he's half spun in fact, but Barrichello's through. It looks like I don't think anyone else is actually going to come through. I think the Red Bulls were a bit too far behind there, but onto the next lap now, and he's done the exact same thing again. Oh, he's hit the wall this time and he's got front wing damage, so yeah, I think what we've seen a few times already from Vettel so far this season, once he gets caught up in one incident, he tends to get a bit ragged and it leads to more mistakes basically, and he's ended up behind Montero, who actually gained a lot in that incident earlier on, but Vettel just drives straight on the outside of him in Chateau d'Eau, and skipping a few more laps then. A lot of people pitted before Vettel, so he ended up 7th here then as he came in for his pit stop. Of course it's going to be quite a long stop though, so he may not have the same advantage that he would have done, so in he comes then, and it's going to be a long stop then as they're changing the front wing. I really don't see why they don't just change the tyres while they're doing that, but honestly, I guess they can't really properly lift the car, I guess, but still, I guess nowadays you maybe would say that. But anyway, out of the pits they come in. It's a long stop, 15 seconds, and Vettel is in 14th place then, so he's not lost out too much then. Massa has got ahead of him, but I was saying just clearing up the road there, so yeah, Vettel's not lost too much time here. I think just because he pitted so much later than those around him, that it's actually sort of cancelled out a bit, the deficit he lost in changing his front wing. But there he is in 15th place then. A few more still to pit I believe, but actually no, I don't think there are actually, I haven't said that. But Vettel then passes clean, and now he's just looking after Massa really in the Ferrari, who's not had a good weekend at all. He's qualified down the field, and then he got caught up in that incident at the start I think with Alonso and Vettel, and Vettel in fact just drives straight on the outside of him in Chateau d'Eau there, and into 13th place, and he's looking at Coulthard now then for 12th, and I think he's going to have a look at him now then. He's got a good run here as they head towards Lise, but it doesn't look like he's going to be quite close now. If he's trying to outbrake him, but Coulthard was very late on the brakes there. He held his ground very well, and Vettel had to stay behind for the time being, but it's only sure you'd think it was only a matter of time because he made quick work of Clean and Massa. But we'll have to see here then, as they're only got 5 laps to go now then, and Vettel has a massive slide there in Estoril, but it looks like he hasn't affected him too much. He actually might still have a good run here as they head towards Adelaide in fact, and yeah, he's right in behind him now then as they head down the straight. It's going to be heavy braking of course. He's going to have to get this just right. He's up the inside, but he has just outbraked himself a little too much, and yeah, Coulthard maintains the place for now then. That's maybe a little bit of a warning there from Vettel that to Coulthard saying, yeah, I'm coming through, but he gets a good run here at the Imola chicane, but then Coulthard just moves across on him there, and Vettel's lucky he didn't have a massive off there, because yeah, he was certainly committed to that move around the outside there, and Coulthard just punting him off really. So Vettel's going to try and go the other way. He sells him a dummy there on the outside, and he cuts the inside, but Coulthard just turns it on him really, and Vettel sort of understeers into him and gets some damage to that left tyre, so hopefully that won't affect him for the rest of this race. But only just over 2 laps to go now, but yeah, he couldn't quite pull off the move again into Lise. But this is turned into quite a battle here then for 12th place between the Red Bull and Toro Rosso. You can see Vettel made to look like he was going to the outside, but then cut back to the inside, and Coulthard just turned in on him like he wasn't there really, and yeah, ended up with Vettel getting some damage. But 2 laps to go now then, and Vettel's looking at Coulthard now then once again, and can he pull it off finally this time? Well, he's in the slipstream, and that left tyre is swaying ominously then in the slipstream, but Vettel's just going to dive by him really, just force him out of the way on the apex, and he's up into 12th place. And finally, that was some battle though really, it has to be said, considering how quickly he got past both Clean and Massa earlier on. But as Vettel then just outbrakes him, well, didn't really outbrake him, he just forced him out of the way really as he gets at the inside, and I can only imagine how Coulthard would have reacted to that one. But anyway, that was pretty much it then for this race. It was quite an entertaining one, I think, quite an action-packed one. Saw plenty of incidents, overtakes, and just mistakes, I guess. But see the final couple of corners, then it is going to be sort of another midfield result, which is pretty good. He's once again got a bit of speed, and also both Red Bulls, as Vettel then finishes in 12th place. So here are the final results then. Michael Schumacher taking full advantage of Alonso's bad weekend, and he takes the full 10 points and he wins the race. Montoya in second, from Vettel Career in third for Renault's home race. Then you can see further down a solid result for Trulli there in fifth for Toyota, with Alonso recovering to 7th in the end, so damage limitation, you'd have to say. He got some points on the board at least, and Ralf Schumacher then making it a double points finish for Toyota then this weekend. And looking further down then, we saw the Williams there in 10th and 11th places, so beaten quite comfortably by Toyota this weekend. But there's Vettel in 12th place, as I say, beating the Red Bulls again. Massa there, a dismal weekend for him. He qualified 13th and only managed to finish 14th in the race for him then. But Sauber, once again, a bad weekend for them, only 16th, 17th. But looking down the standings then, see all 22 cars actually made it to the finish today then. And I don't think that's actually happened yet this season. I'm sure we've seen at least one retirement in every race so far, but just goes to show the reliability is pretty good then. Here's the driver points then for this race. Schumacher with the full 10 points, and for the first time in a while we see a change at the top of the championship then. Schumacher now in the lead with 77 points, I believe that is. Just 1 point, I think, is the gap there. I'm not being stupid, my screen's a bit blurry there, so yeah, Vettel's there in 9th place. He's now level on points actually with Trulli, who's caught up to him with that solid 5th place. And looking further down, there's not really been any changes in that lower section, but yeah, onto the constructor points. It's actually McLaren who scored the most points then today with a solid double points finish, and despite Ferrari winning the race, it's actually McLaren who have moved ahead of him then today, as that battle for second just rages on. Renault still fairly comfortable at the top, but looking further down, yeah, not really any changes, but that just really that second place, that's the interesting battle in the constructors, I think. So heading back now to the motorhome and looking in the emails once again. Let's see which one they've copy and pasted this time. I'm not sure if they'll copy and paste that one. I don't actually think we have seen that one actually about a real asset, but I'm sure will be seeing some more copy and paste at some point. But now we are heading to the German Grand Prix, which is Vettel's home race, so obviously I'll be looking for a good result there. But if you did enjoy this race, then make sure you leave a like, and I'll see you next time for the Hockenheim Ring race. Goodbye.